DeCastro says he'll sue over murder he witnessed. Future mayoral and gubernatorial candidate Chille DeCastro went live twice Friday night while driving to the first stop in an 11-day road trip in which he promised he would be returning to confronting police, warning his fans that he will be arrested again. He didn't make it clear if being arrested was part of the current road trip but clarified that he would be traveling around the country during the trip to help friends and fans with problems they were experiencing with the police. DeCastro stated that he could leave California as the majority of his work on his Constitution headquarters was done and that he had hired a full-time artist who was inserting the data into the game before printing. The YouTuber assured his fans that the game was still on track for an April release and could be found on his newly combined DeleteLaws.com, as he is discontinuing his individual websites in favor of the single DeleteLaws.com site. Explaining that he had a new webmaster who pointed out that his DeleteLaws.com site got substantial more traffic than the other sites, DeCastro was quickly convinced to have his main site absorb ConstitutionHQ.com and TeamDLZ.com. TeamDLZ.com was DeCastro's paid social media site, launched in November. His fans paid subscription fees starting at $6.95 a month in order to interact with DeCastro. The site never proved popular, and subscription estimates from multiple users of the site confirmed that it never passed around 65 to 70 active users. DeleteLaws.com now offers membership starting at $10 a month and has $20 and $100 a month levels. Existing subscribers to the old site were reportedly transferred to the new site and the new rates. The pitch for a subscription to his newly combined site was simple. YouTube had already taken his channel down once in the past year and he needs a backup source of income in case he loses YouTube as a revenue stream again. He also urged his fans to use his site to purchase memberships and send him donations as he receives all of the money, without YouTube China skimming money. Switching gears, DeCastro said that he was studying 10 hours a day since November and had resumed working out. He claimed he had a twinkle in his eye and assured his fans that his breasts were firm and his nipples no longer pointed to the ground. He also expounded that his fat roll was shrinking and he was proud of the work he was doing as he was crushing it. DeCastro then said he had come to a point where he could explain why he cried at his second hearing in front of Judge and Zimmerman last year. The YouTuber had previously claimed that he had been locked in the hole for 5 days and that his reaction in court was because it was the first time that he saw human faces in days. In his new version of the story, he said that he was crying as he had just seen the guards murder someone before he left for the hearing. His tears were for what he had just seen, and he had written down the names of the guards involved in the murder. While he wouldn't reveal their names at this time, he would be including them in both his upcoming book and his upcoming lawsuit against Judge and Zimmerman. Continuing his announcements, he briefly announced a transparency vest and went into brief details on the device he claims will replace torture cuffs in the future. Before being distracted by a bad connection, DeCastro said that there would be stages to be used with someone using his device, including telling the person they'd be put in the device and then placing them in a vehicle. He also announced a prototype of something new would be available to Brick Jonesy on Monday. He said that whatever it was, it would change the First Amendment auditing community forever. Update: DeCastro was expected to go live again over the weekend with some police encounters from his trip, but has not live streamed since Friday.